आरती करो वे ललिता आदि सखी गाना। जय जय राधा कृष्ण युगला मिलाना। आरती करो वे ललिता आदि सखी गाना। मदन मोहन रूप त्रिभंग सुंदरा। पीतांबर शिखी पूछा चूड़ मनोहरा। जय जय राधा कृष्ण युगला मिलाना। आरती करो वे ललिता आदि सखी गाना। ललिता माधवा भीमा वृषभानुकन्या। सुनीला बसन गौरी रूपी गुणी धन्या। जय जय राधा कृष्ण जुगला मिलाना। आरती करो वे ललिता आदि सखी गाना। नाना विधालंकार कोरे झलमाला। हरिमान विमोहना बदना उज्ज्वला। जय जय राधा कृष्ण जुगला मिलाना। आरती करो वे ललिता आदि सखी गाना। विशाखादि सखी गण नाना राग गाया। प्रिय नरमा सखी जता चामरा ढुलाया। जय जय राधा कृष्ण जुगला मिलाना। आरती करो वे ललिता आदि सखी गाना। श्री राधा माधवा पद सरसिजा से। भक्ति विनोदा सखी पादे सुखे भासे। जय जय राधा कृष्ण जुगला मिलाना। आरती करो वे ललिता आदि सखी गाना। जय जय राधा कृष्ण जुगला मिलाना। Sorry.
Hari Hari Bol.
Krishna,
So nice.
Hare Krishna. Mataji, has the speaker come? Sorry.
Yeah, you continue, Mataji. 3 times at least, yeah.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय। समस्त गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। हरे कृष्णा। दंडवत प्रणाम।
Jai Hari Bol. Very nice bhajan, Mataji.
Thank you.
So Hare Krishna to everyone. Hari Bol. Welcome you all. So we'll start of today's session. Today we are going to cover the shlokas from number 8, 9th chapter, second canto, 9th chapter, 8th shloka to 14th shloka. So before starting, we will do I'll just share the screen and then. Yeah. So all of you can share, can see my screen, right? Is it visible to all?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, okay. So we'll do the prayers and then we'll start. Just a minute. Okay. Om Agyantimirandhasya Jnananjanashalaakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurum Shri Utapadakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyeva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Un cup deina quad వచ్చి దయడున్నల్ పుడితునంది బ్రష్ పనదు ఇర కారిడ అంటిది పోతినత
Hari Bol. Okay. So yeah, so today's shlokas, we are going to cover 8 to 14, which are 7 shlokas, which we'll cover today. And we'll see that what was the result of Brahmaji's tapasya, which he performed for so long. So we'll start with the 8th shloka. So we'll read the 8th shloka. We'll read, today, I don't think we'll have time to read the synonyms as well, but we'll read the translation and shlokas. But usually when we have time, we will try to even cover the synonyms as well. So Vasudha Mataji, will you read the shloka?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Mataji, Pranam.
Divyam Sahasrabdham Amogadarshano Jita Nilatma Vijito Bhayendriya Atapyata Samakhila Lokatapanam Tapastapiyam Tapatam Samahita. Hare Krishna, thank you very much.
Translation.
Translation, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Lord Brahma underwent penances for 1000 years by the calculation of the demigods. He heard this transcendental vibration from the sky and he accepted it as divine. Thus, he controlled his mind and senses, and the penances he executed were a great lesson for the living entities. Thus, he is known as the greatest of all ascetics.
So the greatest of all tapasvis. Yeah, so I have some highlighted points on purport, but first we will discuss the points and then after we will read it. So Lord Brahma, we know that he had gone, and that's what we are hearing from so long, that, you know, in many classes, in many sessions, we have heard that Lord Brahma got this instruction and he followed He did tapasya, and that tapasya was for the 1,000 celestial years, Devata's years. And so he accepted that that instruction very clearly, and on that instruction only he sat on tapasya. And then what happened, that his tapasya got so famous that even now we are discussing about it, and we are reading about it, and we are hearing about it. So he became a great tapasvi. So there are 3 important points which we can cover from the purport. So I'll discuss first those 3 points, and then after we'll read the purport, so we will understand it more clearly. So the first point of the purport which Prabhupada is making here is that Krishna and Krishna's sound vibration, both are same. So it's just, if we'll take a very vague or very crude example, a practical, means material example, we can say like the work in office, right? So boss is coming and giving us instruction, or maybe he's calling a person to his cabin and giving him the instruction, or you are receiving an email from the boss. It's both the same. The instruction is that from next week you have to stop doing whichever project you are in, and you have to start a new project. You have to start working in the new team. And you cannot deny, or you cannot say that, oh boss, you didn't give me instruction personally, so I didn't follow it. Right? So whether you are receiving the email or you are receiving the boss direct instructions, direct, verbal instructions, both you have to follow. So here also we have to understand that there Brahmaji could not able to see Krishna. He could not able to see, Prabhupada is writing also, the vibrator of the sound. He could not able to see. So for few moments he was bewildered. He was just looking here and there. He was trying to find the source of the sound. But because he didn't get it, so he took it that this is the sound of my originator, and this is the main, instruction for me to perform. And that's how he just sat and did this tapasya. So like Brahma understood and Brahma did this tapasya, so many people can ask that, okay, tapasya, right? Tapasya anyone can do. Even Jnanis, Dhyanis, everyone is doing tapasya. So how Brahmaji's tapasya was different? Just after this, the next shloka, Prabhupada is writing very clearly that because Brahmaji was rewarded by Bhagavan, by Narayan, Lord Narayan himself, that Narayan, Lord Narayan gave him darshan, his darshan, and the darshan of his abode, Vaikuntha. So because of that, we can say that this bhakti, this tapasya was very much in line with bhakti. So Brahmaji performed this tapasya with, emotions for the Lord, with love for the Lord. And that's how he was rewarded this darshan of Vaikuntha Loka, darshan of Lord Narayan. So because in Bhagavad Gita, in 11th chapter, 53 verse, we also see that Krishna himself says, Naham Veder na tapasa, na danam na chejyaya. What he is instructing in this shloka, anyone can guess or anyone can say? Naham Veder na tapasa, na danena na chejyaya. No one? Okay, so not through charity, not through reading Vedas, not through tapasya, and even just the dry worship, Lord can be seen as it is, as he is. So that's what Krishna is telling to Arjuna in 11th chapter. Someone's mic is on, I think. Yeah. Okay, so that is what Krishna is very clearly informed us in Bhagavad Gita. So we have to follow, actually, if a person reads the Shastras properly, under the correct guidance or the right guidance, no one can come and bewilder him, or no one can come and, change his, mindset. It's not possible at all. But for that, and this is the reason we have so many courses, like we were discussing last time, Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, Bhakti Vedanta, Bhakti Sarvabhauma, so many courses, so that, Prabhupada was very particular about it, that a person should know the scriptures very properly, so that no one can come, no Tom, Dick, and Harry can come and, bewilder you or confuse you, and you end up thinking, oh, whether I'm following the right path, or I'm also amongst all those blind people. So this is the reason. So we should be very clear about our scriptures. So that's what Prabhupada is making the point. We will again come to that when we will see the next shloka, 9th shloka. Now, the second point which Prabhupada is covering over here in the purport is that Lord Brahma's ability to understand the absolute nature of the Lord. So because he is Brahma, he is very intelligent being, and the most intelligent being, we can say. So he had the right vision to understand that what instruction I'm getting, whether I should perform or I should not perform. But we are not on that platform. We are not on that level. So how we can achieve that level? How we can understand the Shastras, the scriptures properly? How we can understand that how and in which mood we have to follow the instructions and perform the services. So to do that, the best thing is that we have to, and the first and foremost thing is that we have to do the chanting properly. The second thing comes that we have to perform sevas, more and more sevas. How much you are getting, how much, wherever you are getting the opportunity to perform seva, you should perform. That is one thing which will make you very humble, which will actually make you in the right mindset of receiving the instructions from the Guru and from the senior Vaishnavas. So, and then, you perform your sadhanas properly, you be in the association of devotees, you hear more and more, read more and more scriptures. And through all this, what will happen? The marjanam will happen, the cleansing will happen. And with each and every step of cleansing, our step of understanding the scriptures, understanding and taking the instructions in the right mood, performing it in the right mood will also increase. So all the Vaishnavas whom we see, like all the senior Vaishnavas and all the, very ideal devotees, so-called ideal devotees we have in our life, and we follow them, right? Their footsteps. So they also achieve the status by doing all this. So we have to simply understand that there is nothing else. Just you are locking the room and, sitting and you are asking your people, though, don't disturb me, and I'm reading and I'm, chanting and I'm reading and I'm chanting. That will maybe help you. But once you will go out of the room and start interacting with the people, then the problem will arise. Then you will not able to control your emotions, anger, all those things will coming and attacking you. And that will create a real problem, a practical problem, which you will not able to face. So when we will be in a big association of devotees, what will happen? All these things will happen again and again and again. Sometimes you will be little angry with some Prabhu or some Mataji or something or the other, but then you will also realize your own mistake. By the time you will just go and performing your services and be in the association, you will also realize, what is the big deal in that? Okay, that Mataji said like this, it's fine. And then that will make you the perfect candidate to go and reside in Lord's abode, Vaikuntha. Because Vaikuntha, now we are just entering in that section, that is not a place where you are only there to serve Lord. The only Lord and you. No, there are many other people that there also you have big association of devotees. Even over there, the the non-living, so-called non-living things or look like non-living things are also living things. That we will come and discuss in that section. So it's very important. So, but first of all, to understand the absolute nature of the Lord, we have to first increase our level of understanding and intelligence by performing sevas, by following the instructions of the senior Vaishnavas, gurus, and that is the only way. So third thing is, here only Prabhupada is coming to this point only, that receive the sound from the right source. And who is this right source? Whom we can, for
Guru
us,
Parampara.
Guru Parampara, right, Mataji? Yeah, so
Guru,
Guru
Sadhu
and
and Shastra.
yes, Mataji. So Guru and Guru who is coming with the from the Parampara, that is very important. You know, sometimes we only hear Guru, Guru. Okay, fine. I have to find a Guru, right? Okay, there are so many Gurus. I'll go and accept any Guru. But the Guru who is coming from the Parampara, that changes the whole concept. We can, you know, that is a different topic which can be taken as a full 1 hour session. So I'm not going deep into it, but I'm just going to give you here one incident of Srila Prabhupada so that we can understand that Guru, the bona fide spiritual Guru, that's what the Prabhupada is taking the exact, you know, word, bona fide spiritual master. So who is bona fide spiritual master? What is Guru's mahima and what is his potency? You will understand through this incident. So once it has so happened that there was a big hall program, and there were around 250 to 300 people in that hall. Prabhupada was lecturing. Prabhupada was the speaker and giving a lecture, and there were so many people over there, and there was one disciple who was sitting amongst them, among the audience. And Prabhupada started speaking, and there was a lecture was going on. And just when Prabhupada started making out one sentence, just in the beginning itself, that Prabhu thought, oh, my master is so good, he's so intelligent. But just now, this sentence which he's going to say is going to be grammatically incorrect. So that's what he thought. And after this thought, he saw that Prabhupada stopped. And Prabhupada looked at him. And he said, among those 300 people, he was straight looking at me. And his facial expression, body language and everything, his head nodding, all was, oh, you are thinking like that? Okay. And then again, Prabhupada looked back to the audience. And again, he started his speech. He completed the sentence. And he completed the sentence without any mistake, without any grammatical error. Now, this Prabhu was very embarrassed, very embarrassed. And again, Prabhupada looked at him after completing that sentence. And then again, he asked, as if he's asking, oh, now tell me, did I do the mistake? So now this Prabhu was embarrassed. His head was down and he could not lift his head up while the whole lecture. So lecture finished, but he was feeling so embarrassed. And then he thought, this is the Guru. Srila Prabhupada knows everything. So this is the potency of the Guru. That's why we should not think that Guru is just like another person. And that is why it's written in our Shastras, Guru is Lord's representative. So this happened, I'm pretty sure this happened with not only with Srila Prabhupada, definitely Srila Prabhupada was divine personality, but all the Gurus, all the Maharajas. Happened with me also when I got my name Narayani. Some of them, some of my friends, they said, Narayani? Oh, that time we were not very well versed with Chaitanya Charitamrita. Narayani, okay, Guru Maharaj is not giving such names. Okay, fine. So I was also thinking, I heard about Narayani, but maybe I forgot or something. So I had this question in my mind. And the next lecture, within 1 week, Guru Maharaj gave, he told about this incident of Narayani giving the remnants, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving remnants of his food, and then Narayani is saying Krishna, Krishna, and crying and is in full ecstasy. That incident came. And then I understood, yes, Guru Maharaj means gurus, all gurus. It's about all Maharajas, not only my Guru Maharaj, but all Maharajas. They are actually empowered beings. So this is what we have to understand. And once we will understand that, no matter what happens, the instruction of the Guru will be your priority in your life. So on this note, we'll just read the main points of the purport. Nirmala Mataji, just the highlighted points.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Purport to Prabhupada ki jai. Lord Brahma heard the occult sound tapa, but he did not see the person who vibrated the sound. His acceptance of the sound was due to his pure vision of the absolute nature of the Lord. And due to his correct vision, he made no distinction between the Lord and the Lord's instruction. The potency of transcendental sound is never minimized because the vibrator is apparently absent. One has to receive the transcendental sound from the right source, accept it as a reality, and prosecute the different without hesitation. Direction without hesitation. The secret of success is to receive the sound from the right source of the bona fide spiritual master. Following the order of the bona fide spiritual master is the only duty of the disciple, and this completely faithful execution of the order of the bona fide spiritual master is the secret of success. Engage such senses in the execution of the order of the Lord. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you.
So engage, this is also one point which I've highlighted, that engage our senses, that how Brahmaji engaged his senses into the service of the Lord or order of the Lord. So we are going to the next point, next verse.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Pranam Mataji, text 9. Tasmai salokam Bhagavan sabhajita sandharshayam asha param na yatha yat param vyapeta sanglesha vimoha sadbhasam svatsdristhavat bhir purushai abhistutam. Shall I read the translation, Mataji?
Yeah, yes, Mataji.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada. The personality of Godhead, being thus very much satisfied with the penance of Lord Brahma, was pleased to manifest his personal abode, Vaikuntha, the supreme planet, above all others. This transcendental abode of the Lord is adored by all self-realized persons, freed from all kinds of miseries and fear of illusionary existence. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. So now here, Lord was satisfied, and we already discussed about it, that Lord Brahma now saw the whole abode of Vaikuntha, Lord, that is, Prabhupada is mentioning Swalokam, and he, which is always free from all kinds of miseries, because it is Vaikuntha, and fear of illusory existence. So here the first line, you can see the troubles of penance accepted by Lord Brahma were certainly in the line of devotional service bhakti. Otherwise, there was no chance that Vaikuntha or Swalokam, the Lord's personal abodes, would become visible to Brahmaji. So it's written very clearly. Otherwise, it was not possible. Because unless or until you don't understand, or you don't know that the concept of service, that how, we are always engaged in service, how we are always... Hare Krishna. So unless or until we are always engaged in the service of Krishna, there is nothing else. There is nothing else. So there's no other, way out to reach to Vaikuntha. So Brahmaji also, because anyways, Brahmaji was, he is a topmost devotee. He is a topmost devotee. He's a transcendental personality. Actually, we think that, Brahmaji did this mistake of, Brahma Vimohan Leela. But that was all to make us understand That's how Krishna is using his, agents to make the human being, make the other entities understand that how to behave, how to understand Lord. So here, it is as good as if we just take an example that why Brahmaji could able to see and why Brahmaji's tapasya was in line of bhakti, that suppose if a person who doesn't know, like we, the devotees, we know only about serving, service. So if you will go to the temple, any temple, you will see that people are always busy in performing services. Either they are performing the service of making bhoga for Lord, or they are performing the services of making garlands, or the shringar of the Lord, or some kind of management work, some kind of organizing work, or some who are not doing any such works, they are also performing the services by hearing, by sitting and hearing, by sitting and chanting. So all are busy in doing something or the other. So, but suppose if we'll go to some abode or some loka or some place where we see that people are just sitting and performing, they are doing meditation simply. They are not even talking to each other. They are not even, doing some services, nothing at all. So will we understand? Will we be very much comfortable in that, situation? So similarly, this is vice versa, that even the people who don't know, who just know the concept of meditation, they don't know anything about service, they will also don't understand that what is happening. Everyone in Vaikunt is busy in doing something or the other. And that we will see here also, that in the next shlokas, and especially we will see in the third canto. Third canto, the same, Vaikunt Loka's description will come. There also we will see. All are busy. Somewhere or the other, they are serving. Either they are singing the glories, or they are cleaning the floors, or cleaning the pillars or the places, or they are busy in making such garlands. The same way here, people are making in temples. So they are busy in something or the other. So that's why Prabhupada is making this point, that because otherwise there was no chance that Vaikunt or Swalokam, the Lord's personal abodes, would become visible to Brahmaji. So that's why Brahmaji's tapasya was in line of bhakti, of devotional service. Now we know that we will reach to Vaikunt Loka if we will also perform the bhakti yoga properly. But then Prabhupada is also making one point here, that there is undoubtedly trouble in executing penances. So maybe, yes, that is a trouble. Abhi just now we have kept the fast on Nirjala Ekadashi. Was it difficult? How many of you have kept Nirjala Ekadashi? No one? Don't tell me.
Mataji, can you repeat your question, Mataji?
Nirjala Ekadashi, Mataji, the Pandava Nirjala Ekadashi.
Yes, Mataji, I did.
Yeah, right now. So was it okay, Mataji? Was it easy?
It was much easier than a normal Ekadashi, Mataji, when we eat something.
Okay. What about Radhika Mataji?
Mataji, to be very honest with you, I thought it was impossible for me because I cannot stay without water for 5 minutes. So I decided that 10 o'clock, we were like 3 of us who planned, and we thought we will back off if we can't. 3 of us were not, neither of us were devotees, not connected to ISKCON either. So 10 o'clock, we took the first cutoff, 1 drop. So second cutoff, I thought 10, but at 10 o'clock, I realized that I won't be able to do on my own. So I only prayed Krishna that my next, I feel thirsty about water, I will drink. But because I was not well, so I was on medication also, so I stopped medicines as well. So I thought at this point, I won't be able to do. So at 6 o'clock, I called the other person. I said that we are slipping off. So that time the person told me, don't think we, and I think he will help. So I think, that was a very beautiful statement, which really made me feel great. Of course, I took a lot of steps not to go near kitchen or avoid most of the things which could be possible. But I was not tempted actually. Food was okay, Mataji, that I could always resist. But water was something which, and the one thing is, I think they dropped the message telling we can drink water in the morning, right? Before 5.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Which I didn't. which I saw late.
Yes.
So mine was typically like 35 hours fast. The previous night.
Hari bol, Hari bol. Hare
Though
Krishna.
not intentional. So, but it was very comfortable, Mataji.
Hari bol. Ramakrishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah, you also.
No, Mataji. Actually, I raised the hand for the.
Acha, okay. Yeah. So, yes. So it's maybe easy for some, but maybe not easy for some. It's not only about Pandava Nirjala Ekadashi. See, we have to control our senses in many ways, right? And all the senses we try hard, though it is not possible, but we try hard to engage towards Lord, towards the service of the Lord. You know, like I like to hear music. Suppose I'm just giving an example. I like to hear music. So I just try to hear more and more bhajans, more and more kirtans. So this way we try to resist ourselves from the things which are degrading our consciousness, and try to do more such things which are actually upgrading our consciousness. Right? So all of that for an outlooker, a person who is seeing from outside. Because when I performed this, I was in Lucknow, my hometown. And my parents were there, my sisters were there. So they were all like, how can you do this? Means the whole day and then the next day parent. Though we have some kinds of, Karwa Chauth, Tej and all, which are the similar kind of vratas, similar kind of upavasas. But there are some, means they give some kind of lineage that okay, chalo, you can drink water at this time, or you can drink water after the puja. So people do all those things, but here nothing at all. So for an outlooker, definitely it is a very tough thing to perform or to do. So they are thinking, oh, how much you have to perform, right? There's Ekadashis, then you are not eating onion and garlic, then you are not drinking tea and coffee, then you are performing this, that, so many things. But ultimately, as I said, all of this is just upgrading our consciousness. You just sit on Ekadashi day, and especially on Nirjala Ekadashi day, the way you will take interest in reading the Shastra, in reading the scriptures, you will not take that much interest in the normal days. So it's all about cleansing our heart. Again and again, I'm saying the same thing, but this is what, that is why we have to perform all these tapasyas, which are recommended by the Shastras for in Kali Yuga. To perform, not the self-concocted tapasyas. No, not like that. So this is one point which Prabhupada is saying, that trouble is there, but then he's writing, but the trouble accepted in executing Bhakti Yoga is transcendental happiness from the very beginning. So he's making that point. It is a transcendental happiness from the very beginning. And then even Prabhupada is making one more point, that one who has actually realized his self, realizes the transcendental form of oneself. That, see, if we perform Bhakti Yoga, we do not have to go and do the artificial things, but to understand this concept of body and soul. Slowly, simply reading, hearing, we will understand, slowly and steadily we will understand the concept. But is understanding body and self is the proper understanding? Is understanding about that I'm not the body, I'm the soul, is the perfect understanding?
No, Mataji.
Tell me. Okay.
There's
So
more to
what
it,
is the
Mataji.
proper
That is not
understanding?
enough, Mataji. That is the
There's
first
more
step
to it.
of understanding. First step of
Okay. Okay. So how we should understand it?
that we are not this body, we are the soul, and the eternal or the constitutional position of the soul is that of servant of the servant of the servant of the Lord eternally.
Lord, right. This is the 100% understanding. This is the perfect understanding. So all that will come by executing the Bhakti Yoga. We don't have to go and take some artificial means to understand this. It all happens while performing Bhakti Yoga. Because Now, if we will see our lives, do we hear more about body and soul, body and soul, body and soul? Even in Bhagavad Gita, it comes in 2nd chapter, and that too only 30 shlokas. That's it. After that, we just understand, we just listen or hear about Bhagavan, his activities, Jiva Tattva, who is Jiva Tattva, all that. And by just hearing about all those things, we understand the concept of body and soul. Though I am still struggling on that. I'm on a very much bodily concept, to be very frank. I am, coming to the soul concept is something very far. But still, because we are hearing again and again and again, one day definitely, maybe I will reach to the level where I will understand that yes, I am the soul and my connection with the Lord, or my relation with the Lord. So that's what Prabhupada is making, that Bhakti Yoga is actually consists of everything. You do not have to do the self-realization only. Bhakti Yoga consists of everything, even the self-realization. And then you come to know your transcendental personality, your Swarupa. So first, your Swarupa is Das and Master, means servant and master. As you will understand that I'm the servant and my Lord is my master. Then later on, you will, grow and understand about the different bhavas or different rasas, whichever you have the connection with Lord, or whichever way you have the relation with God. So that is what Prabhupada is telling us here. And now the last thing is that Brahmaji also described the highest planet. And there is one more point. The material body is overcast with 5 kinds of miserable conditions, namely ignorance, material conception, attachment, hatred, and absorption. As long as one is overwhelmed by these 5 kinds of material miseries, there is no question of entering into the Vaikuntha lokas. So first of all, you have to be totally detached with all the material things, and then only you can reach to the Vaikuntha lokas, which will happen. If you are performing this Bhakti Yoga, it will automatically happen. Now, Brahmaji described about the highest planet of the Vaikuntha Loka, which is Golok Vrindavan. Prabhupada is giving this Brahma Samhita Shloka also as a reference. But what is the use if a person doesn't have any faith on the scriptures? See, there is one shloka that Yasya Nasti Swayam Pragya Shastram Tasya Karoti Kim. Yasya Nasti Swayam Pragya Shastram Tasya Karoti Kim Lochanabhyam Vihinasya Darpanam Kim Karishyati. Means mirror cannot help. Mirror cannot help a blind man to see. Similarly, the people who are ignorant, the people who are less intelligent or has no intelligence, they will never believe, or for them, the scriptures are of no use. How much you will preach them, how much you will tell them. And this is actually applies on us also. See, this is the reason we say that we have to learn or hear about or read about our acharyas. Why, why? Why someone says, and why in this context I'm taking out this point of knowing about our acharyas. Can someone guess? See,
To know
when, yeah, Radhika.
Hare Krishna Mataji, why should we know about our acharyas? Is this the question?
Yes. And in this context, yeah.
Yeah, so basically only when we know about the acharyas, we will have, it's more like knowing the opulence of Krishna before knowing love. So only when we know the greatness of Acharya, we will believe in the words of Acharya. I mean, more from the heart. This is what I was thinking.
Hari Bol. Yes, Mataji. Very nice. This is the point. And because our Acharyas, they are following these scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, Shrimad Bhagavatam, Ramayana, Chaitanya Charitamrita, that, and we will also have full faith on these scriptures. Because right now we don't have that intelligence, right? We are not the brilliant people. We are not the extraordinary people like our acharyas. But when we hear that Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said once that if everything is drowned in this world, everything is drowned in this world, and only Shrimad Bhagavatam is there, then we think that nothing is lost. So how much he had the faith on Shrimad Bhagavatam, on this scripture. And because such a scholarly person has the faith, such a scholarly person like his father, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, like Srila Baladev Vidyabhushan, like Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, these people, because they are following something on the very initial times or initial days of our Krishna consciousness, we can also think that, yes, because such an intelligent personality was following these scriptures, I also have to follow these scriptures. Because maybe right now I'm not on a right platform to understand, right platform to declare that these scriptures are the utmost. But because those people have followed, we also follow the same, and we also develop the same thing. Not only on our scriptures, as Mataji said, on the even words of our acharyas. So when we hear such things, such comments or such statements, we also have the full faith on our scriptures, and we follow these scriptures lifelong. So this is very important, that when we are hearing about our acharyas, more and more we hear, more and more we will have faith on our congregation as well, on our organization as well. That these people have made this organization, these people have made these rules, and that's why we are following these rules. Many times people, so many times, and there are so many videos on that, but still people are asking, why you are not eating onion and garlic? Why? This question is, I'm pretty sure it is common with you people also, those who are following this. So yeah, but for me, it is just as, even if no one means nothing now, nowhere it is written, not written in Manu Samhita, it is actually written in Manu Samhita also, but not written in Manu Samhita, not written anywhere, or not said about it, or not spoken about it anywhere. But if only Prabhupada is saying that you don't have to eat onion and garlic, I will follow, because I know Prabhupada is the most intelligent personality. He is the extraordinary personality. And same has been said by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur. Same has been said by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Same has been said by Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. Same has been said by Jagannath Das Babaji. So all these people are following, and all these people are saying, and these people were so exalted, definitely on their word I can leave. What about onion and garlic? I can leave anything. But I should have that faith. How that faith will come? Once you will learn about them. So this is why I would request all of you that wherever you go, in whichever temples and all, if you get some books of your acharyas, you should buy that immediately. Or if you have the, Gaudiya History is one website where you will get the information about all our acharyas. Gaudiya History, that comes under IBT, I think, ISKCON Desire Tree, IDT, sorry. So you should read, you should know more and more about your acharyas, our acharyas. Then the last point Prabhupada is making here, that the abode of the Lord is also Brahman, non-different from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So all those people, the foolish people who think that there is no Vaikunt, there is nothing, you will die and then you will die. Nothing will happen. No, that who had seen the next birth and this and that. Okay, fine. That is maybe your understanding, but we are little intelligent in that, and we got the instructions of the more intelligent people, so we are following it. And of course, it's written in our Shastras. So coming to the next shloka, 10th. Deepa Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
प्रवर्तते यत्र रजस्तमस्तयो सत्वं च मिश्रं न च कालविक्रमः न यत्र माया किमुता परे हरेर् अनुव्रता यत्र सुरासुरार्चितः. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In that personal abode of the Lord, the material modes of ignorance and passion do not prevail, nor is there any of their influence in goodness. There is no predominance of the influence of time. So what to speak of the illusory external energy? It cannot enter the region. Without discrimination, both the demigods and the demons worship the Lord as devotees. Hare Krishna.
Haribol. So here Prabhupada is saying in the purport that about the Tripada and Ekapada Vibhuti, which we already know. So here, first of all, that there is no ignorance and passion, only pure goodness, Shuddha Sattva. Only Shuddha Sattva in Vaikuntha Loka. Anyways, we know that there will be, if there will be ignorance and passion, then that will not be Vaikuntha Loka. So, and no predominance of the influence of time. What does it mean? No predominance of the influence of time.
Time does not prevail. There is no dimension.
There is no time in the spiritual world.
So
everybody
time
is youthful
actually,
all the time. Eternally.
Yeah. So Krishna is saying in 11th chapter only, I think in Bhagavad Gita, Kalosmi, I am the time. I am time, I am. He says like that, right? So there is no influence of time, means there is no such, that with the time things will deteriorate. With the time your age is growing. And one day, because there are no birth, no death, no old age, no disease. And all these things happen because of the influence of time. Right? So there is no influence of time. And then what to speak of the illusory energy? So definitely Maya is not there. We have already heard about it in the first canto, when Vyasadeva was meditating. So Maya Devi she always take precedence. She always go behind the Lord. And so without discrimination, both the demigods and the demons worship the Lord as devotees. So there are no demons actually, there are only the devotees. But the demons also, who just like Putana went there, right, in Goloka Vrindavan. So there, all of them together, Lord as devotees. So they are all devotees now, and they are all worshipping the Lord. So now everyone is devotee in Vaikuntha Loka. When we come to the purport, now Srila Prabhupada in first paragraph is taking this Tripad and Ekapad Vibhuti and explaining that how big is the Lord's creation. Because if you will just, okay, here also I'll just tell you one incidence of Srila Prabhupada so that you will understand that first of all, how big the Lord's creation and what is our position in that creation. So once there was a Prabhu who got little puffed up with his sevas. Like, oh, I'm performing very good sevas. I am such an expert organizer. I'm such an expert maintainer. Like, I'm maintaining the temple so properly. And Prabhupada, when visited that temple, understood it. Because Prabhupada is Prabhupada. We have already discussed. So he understood. So he called his disciple, that Prabhu, and he said that, you are doing the very good, just a minute. Sorry. So, so he said that maybe means, yeah, you are doing very good service, perfect service, and everything is very good. But you know what? There are innumerable universes in this material world, which is just the 1/4 part. Big Karno Dakshai Vishnu is lying down on the Virja river, on the Karana Ocean, and Karana Ocean. And then so many universes are coming out from his body. So, and bigger than our universe. And in those so many uncountable, innumerable universes, there is one universe. There is one universe. In that one universe, there are 14 planets. And in those 14 planets, there is a Earth planet. That Earth planet, there are 7 islands, 7 samudras, 7 oceans, and 7 continents. And in those 7 continents, there is one continent, which is Australia. And in those 7 continents, and in that continent, Australia, there is one city, which is Sydney. And in that Sydney, there are so many streets. And those so many streets, there is one street. He had taken the name of the street. And in that street, there are so many houses. And in those so many houses, there is one house where you are managing this temple. And Prabhupada had to say nothing else. This Prabhu understood, and he actually paid obeisances to Prabhupada and begged forgiveness, because he also understood that, yeah, means whatever I am doing, it is a very menial service I am performing for Lord. There are so many other people who are, Prabhupada himself was performing so much of service. So this is the way we have to understand our position, that we are, and similar kind of incident happened even with Krishna and who? Someone got puffed up, came to Krishna. Who was that? And Krishna showed him that you are not the only one.
Brahmaji.
Indra.
Brahmaji.
Brahmaji only, yeah. And what was the play? Which place it happened?
Brahma Vimohan Leela.
Yeah, that's the one, Mataji.
Brahma
There
Vimohan Leela.
are many Brahmas, even that he was puffed up now.
Even Dwarika, it happened actually that Brahma came and Brahma said that I am the Brahma, and then the Dwarpalas are going and telling Krishna, and Krishna said, which Brahma? And then Brahma was, bewildered. He thought, which Brahma? Why Krishna is asking which? I am the only Brahma. And then he saw so many in his assembly, right? So yeah, this kind of leela. So here Prabhupada also told about, so many, such a big creation of the Lord, and you are just one living entity. Just like when we sit on the airplane and we look down and we see, oh, this much city, this much small city we are living in, but that city is so big, right? But from the upwards, from the clouds, it's looking, or from the sky, it is looking so small. Such a small thing. So here Prabhupada is telling us about everything, and then he's making a point over here. And what is the point? That the people, some people who think that they are God, or who think that they are very powerful, they cannot even count the hairs on their body. So what about being a God? And this is what Prabhupada is writing here. And then so we should not think we are just a minute living entity. Whichever way, it's a big mercy of the Guru who is engaging us somehow or the other in the services. Like, there are so many millions of Sakhis of Krishna. Sometimes, Acharyas say that, one person who is entering, he has to enter, so many so many steps are there to clear it out. So first of all, the first set of Sakhis, second set of Sakhis, third set of Sakhis, and that's how they go in front of Radha and Krishna, Kishori and Shama Sundar. So that is what. So our position is very menial position. That's what we have to understand. And this is the right way of performing the services, not being puffed up or not being so much proud, but with the right consciousness that we are doing nothing. And whatever we are doing, it is just the mercy of my Guru. So now coming to the 11th shloka. Ramakrishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Can you see it, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji. 11th shloka.
Yeah, shloka and translation.
11th.
Shall I read?
Shamavadataha Shetaputra Lochanaha Vishangavastraha Surucha Supeshasa Sarve Chaturbahava Unvishanmi Prave Kanishka Bharanaha Suvachasaha.
Translation.
The inhibited
Sorry, Prabhu?
sky bullish completion. Their eyes resemble lotus flowers. Their dress is of yellowish color and their bodily features very attractive. They are just the age of growing youths. They all have 4 hands. They are all nicely decorated with pearl necklaces with ornamental medallions, and they all appear to be effulgent.
Yeah. So they are they are all look like whom? All the inhabitants of Vaikuntha planets are looking like. What is this description about?
Krishna Mataji.
Narayana.
Narayan.
Lord Narayan. Lord Narayan. Lord Narayan. Lord Vishnu, Lord Narayan, whatever you say. So Vaikuntha planets, they are all looking same like Lord Narayan. And can someone tell me that what is the one difference between Lord Narayan and the other inhabitants of Vaikuntha? How you will
Lord Narayana will be
Is it the Kaustubh
Kaustubha.
or Srivatsa? Srivatsa.
Kaustubhamani and Srivatsa. Srivatsa is the one very, very important thing. And what is Srivatsa?
Mark on the chest.
Lakshmi Devi's mark on the chest.
That is one white hair, Mataji. One white hair on the chest, that is called Srivatsa, which is the mark of Lakshmi Devi, as you all know by the name you can guess, Srivatsa mark. So that is Srivatsa mark only by which, and Kaustubha jewel, which no one else have. Otherwise, everything is same. Everything is same. They also have 4 hands. They are also the color of the complexion is blue color, and the paraphernalia, the ornaments, everything. Here you can see even the clothes, blue color, yellow color only. So everything is same. And they are nicely decorated with the different ornaments, different pearl necklaces, and they are all looking effulgent also. So even effulgence is also there. So how will you differentiate? Sometimes it's so confusing. But this is what Srivatsa mark is the one, and Kaustubha jewel. So this is one thing. So all of them are looking very attractive in Vaikuntha Loka. So you can just think about Vaikuntha Loka. There are so many pictures, images you can see. You can check on Google about this, the Vaikuntha Loka, where you can see even the Vaikuntha Dham, now Lord Narayan and others are looking same. And also, there are some descriptions about the Vishnu Dutas, about the inhabitants of Vaikuntha Lokas. So someone can tell me what are those different incidents where it comes, in which story it comes, where you the same kind of description about
what is your question, Mataji?
Vishnu Dutas, Mataji. Vishnu Dutas, they also look similar.
Ajamilan story.
Ajamilan
story.
Yeah. Correct. Mataji got it. Yeah. So they are looking similar like Lord Narayan. And this incident comes, or this explanation comes in many such places in Shrimad Bhagavatam. Just a minute, Mataji, just a minute. Yeah. So Ajamila story it comes. Ajamila story, they say no, that Vishnu Dutas are looking similar, exactly same like Lord Narayan. Also, there is one more such incident in Shrimad Bhagavatam only, which you will read now. Till now, you haven't read it, but I'm just asking if someone knows.
Bali Maharaj.
Bali Maharaj, where, Mataji?
When the draft form, when Bhagavan came.
Yeah, sorry, Mataji. Yes.
No, I was trying to tell about the effulgence.
Okay.
That was coming out from.
No, about the other inhabitants of Vaikuntha planet.
Okay.
Can you give me just one moment, Mataji? Just one moment. Sorry, Mataji, there was something on a door. Yeah. So
Mataji, in the
yeah, sorry. I'm so sorry about it. Yeah, Deepa Mataji.
Mataji, in the episode where the four Kumaras visit the Vaikuntha.
Yes.
And Jai Vijay stuff. The Jai Vijay description is about like how Vishnu Dutas are.
Right.
I remember right.
Perfect. Yeah, that is there. And then the Dhruv Maharaj also, when he ended his life, then also the Vishnu Dutas are coming in an airplane and taking him back. Okay, yeah, right. So that's what Prabhupada is saying, that there are different people in this world also who look different. So there also in Vaikuntha Loka, they all have four hands. And they all have four hands and distinct from the two hands in this world. So we shouldn't think that, oh, this is all made up by someone. So that's what Prabhupada is making a point, that here also in this world also, there are maybe not four-handed people, but all are looking different. Someone's color is different. Someone's eyes are different. Someone's height is, different. So there are so many differences even in material world. So there in Vaikuntha world also, there are the people who have four hands. And there is no such thing which we feel that there is this should not be possible.
Hare Krishna, one doubt, Mataji. The arrangement of disc, lotus, that chakra, that arrangements varies, huh? For one. I have read somewhere else.
Mataji, as far as I know,
Different
all the
hands.
Vaikuntha lokas are there. First is spiritual planet starts. There is a Brahma Jyoti, and then above the Brahma Jyoti, there are Vaikuntha planets all around. And then in the middle, the lotus in the middle, there is the most middle part is the Golok Vrindavan, and the four sides are the Navadvip Dham, the Dwaraka Dham, the Ayodhya Dham. So that is how it is structured. But what you are saying is that it changes.
No, Mataji, the holding of lotus flower, chakra, four.
Yeah. Okay, the four hands, right. Yeah, that changes, Mataji. That changes. Even in Vishnu form also, there are so many Vishnu forms, that also changes, the permutation combination, you can say. Yeah, yes, Mataji. Yeah, okay. So there is some confusion over here. I'm so sorry about it. Yeah, Mataji, someone can read this Pravala Vaidurya, this shloka, and the translation. Now there are less descriptions only, so 5 minutes I'll take and I'll wind off. Nav
May I
Kishori.
read, Mataji?
Yeah, Nav Kishori.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Dhanvat Pranam. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Pravala Vedurya Munal Varchasah Parisfurat Kundala Moli Malinaha. Mataji, can you please scroll on? Okay, Haribol. Some of them are effluent like coral and diamonds in complexion and have garlands on their heads, blooming like lotus flowers, and some wear earrings. Mataji, should I read purport?
No, Mataji, not needed.
Okay.
So this is
Okay, thank
again
you,
the
Krishna.
different explanations about they are very much effulgent, some like coral, some like diamonds in complexion, and they have different garlands, and they are blooming like lotus flowers. So all that, the beautification is given over here, and they wear earrings. So they are very opulent people. Huh? They are fully opulent, but they are not busy in enjoying their opulence. Rather, they are busy in serving the Lord. So this is one thing which we have to take up, that they are very opulent, they are very rich, wealthy people in Vaikuntha Loka, but they are not at all too much attracted by the opulence. They are more attracted by the service of the Lord. Now the next one, 13th, the second last. Someone can read who has not read it till now. Anyone?
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Can I read, Mataji?
Yeah, yes, Mataji.
Brajishnubhirya parito virajyate lasadvimanvalibhir mahatmanam vidyotamana pramadotta madhyubhihi savidyud abravalibhir yatanabha. Translation, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. The Vaikuntha planets are also surrounded by various airplanes, all glowing and brilliantly situated. These airplanes belong to the great Mahatmas or devotees of the Lord. The ladies are as beautiful as lightning because of their celestial complexions, and all these combined together appear just like the sky decorated with both clouds and lightning. Hare Krishna Mata.
Yes, so this is that much effulgent, and the airplanes are there, airplanes, everything all over, as we just discussed, that everything is conscious over there. Everything is like they are all in Shantarasa as devotees who become, these things to serve the Lord. And that's how we can see. One Prabhu, I was hearing his lecture, and he said that in material world, the only problem is that the spirit, the consciousness is always try to acquire the jada vastu, the unconscious things, or the matter. As you all know, that we just want to acquire land, we want to acquire all the apartments, bungalows, and then the cars, then all that, in even at home also, we want all gadgets, all machines. So how much we are dependent on these things, that much we are getting kuntha, getting miseries, because human being nature is to be with conscious people, and try to discuss, try to talk, and discuss about the problems, discuss about the happiness, show their happiness. Nowadays, hide their all the miseries. So this is human beings' nature. So in Vaikuntha Loka, everything is conscious. So there, people are full of bliss. There is no somewhere I read, there is no desire at all. Because why there will be a desire in the heart? When you are so much happy, when you are always in bliss, you will not even think about anything else. You will always be happy in glorifying, in doing services, in just looking the Lord, getting his darshans, all that. So that's why, and that Prabhu made this point very clear, that you can just lock a person in a room or in a house, give him all the facilities, big home theater, all the machines, gadgets, everything. But how much time can he spend with all these jada vastu or the matter? Nowadays, why the stress level is more and more and more? Because we are giving more time to our laptops. That's why people are so stressed, because this is again a matter. That is different, that we are using this matter for Krishna, for the service of Krishna, that is different. But if we are, performing our, we are doing our work, office works, try to finish, try to complete, but it's not completing. Sometimes people are so stressed. But there in Vaikuntha Lok, everything is conscious. Even the airplanes can talk to you. Even the chair can talk to you. Even the floor can talk to you. So everywhere there is life, there is liveliness. And that's why people, and all of them, they are making plans together. Okay, next day I will become this, you can become this, both of us together, we can serve Lord in this way. So new ideas, new plans they are making. And that's how people always busy in serving the Lord. Now the last shloka of today, the 14th one, Sharmila Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Shriryatra rupini urugaya padayo karoti manam bahuda vibhutibihi prenkam shritaya kusuma karanugaye vigiyamana priya karma gayati. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The goddess of fortune in her transcendental form is engaged in the loving service of the Lord's lotus feet, and being moved by the black peas, followers of spring, she is not only engaged in variegated pleasure, service to the Lord, along with her constant companions, but is also engaged in singing the glories of the Lord's activities. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So even the Lakshmi Devi also, she is the most beautiful personality in Vaikuntha Loka. She's very beautiful, but she is not worried about her beauty. She is not worried about how to increase my beauty, but she is always worried about what? How to serve Lord. And this is the way she is also engaged in Lord's service. Most of the times we see the pictures that she is massaging the legs of the Lord. Such a menial service also she is taking up because she wants to please the Lord. And that is what is her focus. So she is only focusing on how to please the Lord. And this is how we ended up all the 14 shlokas. And I'll ask all of you or request all of you to please read the purports properly. Because today, because of the less time, we couldn't read the purports, all the purports, even the highlighted points also of the last 2-3 shlokas. So read the purports, and if at all you people have any questions, any doubts, you can ask right now. I'm sorry, I have taken around 13 minutes more. I'm so sorry about that. So no questions. Shall we end the
Hare
session?
Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah,
Mataji.
Vasudha Mataji. Yeah.
First, in the first sloka, we have told that discussed about Brahmaji is doing tapasya, no Mataji. Much of that topic is tapasya. What is that tapasya? Because he was not initiated or he didn't had any guru or anything. So many times that whole purport and topic was going on tapasya. So what was he doing?
Mataji, he was just concentrating on Lord's voice. Means, see, I don't have this exact answer that what he was concentrating on, but he had a concept. See, he is coming from someone who is his originator, who is the supreme. That much he knows, and also he had.
I'm going to ask a question, so it will be on.
Padma Mataji, can you mute your mic just for a few minutes?
Yeah, just Mataji, this in text 9, when they say the material body is overcast with five kinds of miserable conditions, namely ignorance, material conception, attachment, hatred, and what is absorption? Last one.
Padma Mataji, I'll come to your question also. Let me answer Vasudha Mataji's question.
Okay, Mataji. Sorry, I didn't know. I thought you called me.
No, it's okay. It's okay. No sometimes, see, we are all in Zoom, and what happens is we cannot able to hear the other person properly. It happens with me also.
Okay,
no
problem.
So, Vasudha Mataji, coming back to your question. So, but he heard the voice, right? He heard tapa, and that's how he got one instruction that, he has to perform tapasya. Now, if one has to perform tapasya, he can simply, means I'm just giving you the answer what I understood. Definitely, I will ask someone senior to me and will come back to this. But if you want to concentrate, simply Prabhupada is stating this point Prabhupada is stating this point that Krishna and Krishna's instructions, they both are what? Non-different. Non-different. So if suppose we are, what are we doing, Mataji? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Right now, so someone, I can tell you, means because you are asking, Mataji, so I just there was a very nice incident I just recalled. One of Mataji and Prabhu, they are going to, in Dubai, when I was there, they were going to the yoga studio in Dubai Marina. Now, people know that in Dubai, not everyone, but the people who live in Dubai, they know. Dubai Marina is the place, Mataji, where all the expats are there, mostly all the Europeans, Australians, Americans, they are there. So they were going to that yoga studio, and they were taking last 10 minutes to chant, to meditate. Basically, they started because meditating or meditation is the yoga's most attractive feature, right? So they said that we will meditate on mantra. Okay, so it started from there. Now what happened, Mataji told us that some people who do not even know what is Hare Krishna Mahamantra, have no idea about it. They were also chanting with us and crying. They were chanting and crying. And that's how it started, that Prabhu then shifted his, place. Now he was taking different villas, and in different villas, he was calling everyone. And for 1 hour, he was just singing simple kirtan in one tune only. And that was again meditation on mantra. So many people started coming, even the people who were following, the Dubai's, that. So they were also coming, and they were also just going, they were doing their prayers at that time and coming back and, chanting. So that is the potency of the name, or potency of the sound. So that's how, Mataji, I understood. But yes, definitely, if there will be any different answer, I will ask to my seniors also, and we'll come back on this. But this is what I understood.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Coming to Padma Mataji's answer. Yeah, Padma Mataji, absorption is that the person is totally absorbed. He is illusioned. He is not coming out of this. And we have seen, that there are some people who are blind. I've given you one shloka. They are blind. They are so unintelligent, so ignorant that how many times you will tell them that, see, it is written there. It is coming from Vyasadeva, from Narad Muni, from Brahmaji, from Krishna, but they will never understand, and they will only try to defeat you on this topic. They will never understand. So they are so much absorbed in this material conception of life that even people are coming and telling them, they don't believe, they don't trust, they don't try to change. So this is absorption, like fully absorbed.
Okay, Mataji, thank you so much.
Yeah, Mataji, Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So we'll end the session here. So thank you all. We'll do Vaishnav Pranam and we'll end the session. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo.
Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Beautiful class, Mataji. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Okay.